Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out how I made Who Cares, which is my brand new single from my debut album. It was released earlier this week and I've been getting a few messages here and there asking how I made the track and whether I could break it down. So here we go. This is my first video in this sort of format, so if you enjoy, please consider subscribing. It would massively help, and drop me a comment and let me know if you want to see more or less of this type of thing and any other ideas that you might have. So I started this tune with drums. I sometimes start with keys or sometimes bass or some synths, but in this instance I started with drums, and I make all my stuff in Ableton. Here you'll be able to see the original drum pattern, which I chopped and made. So here it is. So that was basically like a break from a sample pack that I then chopped around and made my own hi-hat pattern and then substituted some kicks and snares to give it something extra. They're the kicks. With the snares, more like a clap. Hi-hats. Just chopped a hi-hat pattern. Some nice open hats there, good placement. Yeah, and so all together. So over this drum pattern, I was just jamming on the keys like I usually do, and I came up with this idea. Just two chords. Voicing the top note as the melody. So once I had that idea down, I kind of got bored of it pretty quickly, and so I was thinking of different ways to take the melody somewhere. Here's what I came up with. So repeat that phrase. And then the next time round, we go up. So one more time. Back to that. And then we take it somewhere different again. So what have we got going on here? So the melody goes. Pretty nice, right? And the way I harmonize it is that I'm thinking of the chord D minor, and I play this. So they're known as drop two voicings. I won't go into too much detail in this video, but basically, this is the first chord, and I take this second note from the top and drop it down an octave. And then as I go up the melody, the notes that fall outside of the chord tones of D minor, I play as diminished chords. So those two together, diminished and back to minor. And then we go to G minor, B flat major, and then here I play an A7 altered. And then on the record I don't play this, but sometimes if you wanted to, you could add a D7 altered, which leads nicely back to the first chord or the main theme, which is all around G minor. So that's the A section. I really enjoy coming up with B sections or bridges or finding different ways of connecting different sections. So for this track, here's what I came up with. So here are the chords. I can't remember the exact voicings I used, but it's something along the lines of So here are those chords. It's a D minor 7, E minor 7, and then I go to C minor, and then A7 altered again, which leads nicely back to the D minor. And then that leads nicely into the solo sections of the track. So for this particular project, I really wanted it to have a live drum feel. So I sent the track to my friend Oscar Ogden. I'll link to his Instagram below. So when we met up in the studio, there was very little to do in terms of like direction or like talking about the track. Just had a listen, tried to get that feel for the original drum break and recreated it really faithfully, but with his own time feel and source as well, like fills and all that good stuff. So here's what Oscar came up with. You can see here there are lots of different takes, and on this particular project pretty much just used the final take. Later on mixed in some of the others, but yeah, one take. Amazing feel, which just to me brought the track alive really. Let me just skip along to here after the breakdown. Oh, that feels amazing. So I won't play through the whole drum track, but you get the idea. So together now, if I turn off the original drums, here's how it sounded. So these aren't the final mix stems. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So I wanted to continue with the live feel, and I sent the track to my friend Aaron Wood, who again, I'll link to below. And Aaron said he would be well up for playing flugelhorn and trumpet on the track, so here's what he came up with. Doubling up on the melody there, but I think it sounds really good. Some counter melodies. Really fits the vibe. Okay, cool. One of the final core pieces of the puzzle is the bass. I played bass on the original demo, which you can see here. And so to me that was pretty good, but maybe it's like a self-confidence thing. I wasn't quite feeling it. And a friend of mine, Chris Rabbits, came around to the studio, who's an incredible bass player. He brought his instrument, even though we hadn't planned on doing any music together, we were just gonna catch up. And I showed him this track and he pulled out his bass and just started playing along and came up with this. Playing really melodically, which I thought was really nice. Oof. Let's pull that back. So once we had the demo down, it was just time to mix it and then get it mastered as well, along with the other album tracks. I hope you found this video useful and insightful. I've just announced my debut album, which you can pre-order down below. This track is the first single from that album, and so I hope you found this breakdown helpful and insightful. If you enjoyed this or the music, please consider pre-ordering the album. It's going to be a lovely 12-inch vinyl record. If not, you can stream Who Cares and future singles and then the album as well once it's out on July 14th. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up if you found it useful. See you next time.